As we look back at 2017 from a sporting perspective, I think for South African fans, certainly plenty to celebrate with spectacular performances from our star athletes right across the board. And to give us his pick of the best moments from South African sport this past year, we are joined this morning by sports journalist and friend, Carl Lewis. I say friend lightly, okay, dude, you're bowling me out at the JP21 Super 8s. That's not on the list, unfortunately. It's number 6, okay? It doesn't make our top 5. But welcome to it. Thanks so much for your help this year unpacking all of this amazing sporting action. We've had some amazing highlights. Let's start with first the Blitzbokke, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, not this year. They got that world title.
Yes, I think it comes from, 4 years of hard work the Blitzboks have been putting in. They just blew the competition away in last season's World Series, and you know they already picked up a win this year in Dubai. But last year was just special. They were just utterly dominant. Although they didn't win in Cape Town, which I think the home fans are yearning for, but they did win 5 out of the 10 World Series events, which just tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, the systems are there. So many, Roscoe, Vadner, so many star players in that outfit. In fact, everyone a star player in that team, from coach down. Then our man of the moment, continuing that incredible momentum that he's had pretty much his entire career, Chad de Clos, becoming the first male to win 4 World Cup titles. And it looks like he's just gotten started still.
Definitely. I actually interviewed him a couple of weeks ago, and he still feels he has a big future and he still wants to represent South Africa for a very long time and build facilities in South Africa, where he can come train instead of having to travel the world.
I love that.
But getting back to his achievements, like you said, being the first athlete to win 4 times, he had a very tough 2016. Both his parents were diagnosed with cancer. So I think the 4th one was very special to him, and 2017 was very special to him. So
a real show of character, and the 2.1 million rand that he won in prize money through that process, you can use that to build his facilities. I love it. Then let's go to our IWF World Champs, where South Africa placed 3rd overall. This is something we've never experienced before. So many stars shining. Castor, Wade, Luvo, the list goes on.
Yeah, just for those 3 that you mentioned, Castor, Wade, and Luvo, following up from their success in Rio. I know all 3 of them won gold in the World Champs this year. And I think South African athletics hasn't been this healthy in a while. And added to that, the positive is there's a lot of youngsters coming through behind these guys. So I think if ASA's Athletics South Africa, if they keep their things in order, I think we have a big future.
I know, and there was a lot of, I think, a negative reaction to the fact that we sent a smaller team, but clearly they're spending money in the right development kind of structures as well, so they're doing the right thing. Then I think one of the coolest moments in sport ever from a South African perspective, and certainly for the man himself, Kevin Anderson, making it to a US Open final where he got to play against one of his heroes, Rafa Nadal, sadly losing, but what a moment.
Yeah, it's been such a long time. I think Wayne Ferreira, in 2001 or maybe late 90s, he made the semi-finals of a Grand Slam. But since then, I think it was 1985 was the last time a South African made a Grand Slam. So I think the magnitude, and the men's game is so competitive, There's so many world-class players, and for him to go that far was really, really special. Hopefully he can kick on. And maybe win one, but wow.
I think he might have ticked that box already. I love that. And then we'll quickly round it off with Gift and Ngubhe, the first African-born player to make it into America's Major League Baseball. So a brilliant, brilliant year from a 2017 perspective as we look back. I think everyone a high point. I've loved connecting with you this year, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ken.
And thanks for bowling me out, bringing me back down to earth.
You'll never get over
illusions of grandeur kicked in. But you can let us know what you thought of the sporting year. A perspective on 2017. What were your high points this year?